Hi guys, and welcome to a new edition of News Bytes. This is my catch-up of tech news that's caught my eye over the last week or so, all in about 5 minutes or so. So let's get into it. So first up, MSI are doing a cashback promotion at the moment, and this isn't any way linked to the channel or anything like that. You know, there is a link to this promotion in the description, but it's just their bog standard link. So, but they're doing cashback for helping people who are working at home is how they've kind of like promoted it. And I guess, you know, if you're looking at some new kit at the moment, it's probably worthwhile you know, having a look into this. I think if you're looking for things like motherboards and stuff like that, you'll probably be disappointed. It does seem to be kit like monitors, a certain range of the monitors as well, all-in-one PCs, and also the mini PCs as well. But you know, if you're families fighting over various bits of hardware at the moment because you're homeschooling and working at home and all that kind of stuff, then really, you know, to get some money off some of this stuff, you know, I don't think anybody's going to grumble at that. The promotion runs from 1st of Feb through to the end of April, and you've got until I think it's the end of May to be able to redeem you know, the cashback offer. And another nice touch on top of that is if you get your redemption in by the time period, then you also get entered into a competition to try and win a electronic standing desk. So they're quite expensive, those. So it's yeah, you know, you could end up winning back more than what you actually paid out for in terms of hardware. So as I say, link in the description down below if you're interested in that. Talking about desks, so the interesting one that I saw, Asus and especially the ROG sub-brand teaming up with IKEA to launch kind of like a, you know, gaming officey type setup, set of desks and things like that. So you've got desks, you've got little pedestal cabinets, coffee holders, all kinds of stuff like that. Quite a few products actually. They've launched this in China first. Obviously, you know, strong area for the brand, and you know, then it goes on to Japan, and then rest of the world by October 21. So a bit of a wait for everybody else. I guess, you know, that's, you know, probably to judge how well it does in those regions. So they've got some interesting names such as Upspiel and Marchspiel and Utspellere, lots of other ones which I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce. I'm sure I've got all of those wrong. So interestingly, only one of those products is actually a direct collaboration between IKEA and Asus. So I think it's quite interesting. You know, IKEA over the years, they've got into smart products and things like that, and obviously, you know, teaming up with quite a major brand in terms of gaming. I think, you know, you can see IKEA starting to really move themselves into a bit more of technology side of things and how that plays within their business. So, you know, next time you're chucking a Billy bookcase on your order and your Hemner's chest of drawers, then you know, add on your Upspiel as well. So the other news item that interested me really was this announcement by Synology that they are launching their own brand of drives for their enterprise NAS units. And basically what they've done is they've got this compatibility list of drives, and you know, lots of when you get to enterprise class hardware, you know, you tend to get this kind of stuff, you know, because they need to make sure that you know, you're using the right kit together for the best possible performance. And you know, these drives that they're going to be producing, they're going to be in the kind of like the above 4 terabyte range, and they are going to be based off of the Toshiba drives. And what they've done is they've developed their own firmware for it, and it's got a staggering 23% performance improvement on the drives, which, you know, is just incredible really. You kind of wonder whether something like that firmware is going to get leaked somewhere on the internet and make its way down into consumer products. It'd be great if it did, but interestingly, below 4 terabytes, there's only one drive from pretty much all of the main manufacturers, so Seagate, Western Digital, etc. You know, so it's a bit of a smart move by Synology. It's a brave move, I guess. No idea on prices on those, but you know, if you're somebody who's got some enterprise grade NAS devices at the moment. You know, it's an interesting area to watch. Obviously, you know, they're doing that to kind of, you know, guarantee you know, that their enterprise products perform as well as they expect them to. You know, and as I say, these compatibility lists, you know, they're not kind of like a rare type of thing. They actually have them on their consumer grade products as well, but the list of devices is an awful lot larger. You know, it's pages full of Seagate drives and Western Digital drives. So yeah, very, very interesting. And you know, it's obviously a sign that maybe Synology is branching out a little bit in some of those areas. So something to keep an eye on for the future. So finally, the other bit of news is that NZXT have decided for the second time to halt production and sales of the H1 Mini ITX PC case. And this is all down to it potentially being a bit of a fire risk, which obviously nobody wants in a PC. And it's all to do with the fact that there's a screw that is way too close to a power supply unit and yeah, could potentially cause a fire. So they attempted to fix this first time round with some nylon screws, which I think for some people hasn't worked out quite right. So they kind of thought they could put metal screws in there. But they've been working on a solution for this, and you know, they're hopefully they're going to have this new riser for customers by the end of March. So they've been working on it a number of months now. I think it's November that they've been working on this. So you know, they are working hard to get a solution to it. But obviously, you know, that may not be good enough for some customers. You know, they may not feel comfortable that you know, waiting another 2 whole months is actually a risk that's worth taking. So they are also offering consumers to get a refund for the case. Now, obviously, you may have bought it direct from them, which is probably going to be a fairly straightforward process, but you could have bought it through a third-party retailer, and that's probably going to be a little bit more tricky. But you have got the backup from NZXT on that, so you know, those retailers should comply with that. It's an interesting situation. You know, these tiny cases always, for me, feel like, you know, they're going to be some kind of potential risk with components just being so close together inside. When you think about how hot you know, GPUs and CPUs are nowadays, and limited space for cooling, but this is obviously, you know, a little bit more than that. This is more of a design fault in the grand scheme of things. So if you bought one of these cases already, guys, you know, let me know your thoughts down below. You know, you're going to go for that refund, or you're going to hang on and wait for the new riser to be launched and hopefully fix the problem. Anyway, guys, that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. You know, if you did, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more content like this, and you know, reviews and all that kind of stuff. Any questions or comments, you know, drop them down below and I will do my best to answer them. But as always, thanks for watching the video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.